All right, guys. Sorry about that. I got cut off last video. I'm just gonna make a part two of this. We're gonna go ahead and end this. I'm gonna keep this at 4 or 5 minutes because I was almost done saying what I was saying. People think because somebody is good looking that they have all these people that they can date. Now they have, if you're good looking, you have a lot of suitors, but that doesn't mean that you can actually date those people. You know, it's kind of funny because when you get older, you start looking at like details about people that you didn't look at before when you were younger. With me, you know, it's kind of interesting. I look at people's diet. That's like big with me. I look at women's diets. That's big with me because I have experiences with women that I know did not eat right, and you know, we don't have to get into that. You know, so you have all these suitors, but probably 85% of these suitors that you got as a good looking individual are not qualified to be with me or be with somebody that's good looking because they can have any kind of issue come up. It could be a mental issue. It could be some kind of disability. And when I say disability, I'm not talking about a physical disability. I'm talking about when you say disability, something that they're lacking in. You know, it could be mental fortitude. It could be something. It could just be something they lacking in that won't, you know, line you up with that person. You know, I told you guys a week or two ago, you know, about me dating women and how, you know, it's like I either have to date a young woman or one that's already older because I said it's like buying a car. It's the same thing. You either go on a lot, you get a new car that you know is going to 200,000 miles at least, or you can get a older car over 200,000 miles, and you know that car probably gonna go to 1 million miles if it made it to 250. You know, that's how it goes. And I don't feel bad relating human beings to a car because when you look at the physical makeup of a car, it's like a human body. So I don't mind using a car. No disrespect to the ladies, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, you look at the health. I mean, come on, guys. Like I told y'all, man, a lot of the stuff that we talk about, that we hear, people act like we live 1,000 years, man. The way people be talking, life is very short. You only really have a few options. So you're looking at a suitable person. You're wondering how long is this person going to be able to keep up with you and stuff like that. You're looking at all these things. Can this individual keep up with you physically, mentally? Are they okay in the bedroom? Is they this? I mean, it's so many variables. So just because just because somebody can be good looking and got all these suitors, let's say you got 50 suitors, probably it might only be like 7 of them that you will actually date because you might see things about the other 43 that you know, you see it, you just like, nah, you just scratch them off your list. I can't deal with that. I mean, that's how real this dating game is. But again, just let y'all go. There's only 4 women that I can think, and y'all, I know y'all want to who is, none of y'all business. I ain't saying it's none of y'all business. There's only 4 women that come to my mind that I would actually, and I wouldn't even use the word date. I'm talking about like just to go somewhere with them, just to be seen, just to be seen in public with it. There's only 4 women that come to my mind, just 4. Even though I can have like 50 suitors. I'm trying to say anything else when I close this out. But yeah, it's not, again. And from a woman's perspective, look how many men now are gay. Their health is not good. Most people are letting themselves go by the time they reach the age of 35. You go over all the variables, and a lot of people just don't make the cut. So just to close it out, just because somebody good looking doesn't mean, but people will hate on you just because you got all these suitors. Never mind that you wouldn't date, actually date 82% of them mothers, but people still can hate on you because you have all those options. But again, guys, I'm getting silly. Just to close out, it's not a lot of people out here to choose from, even if you good looking. The only people catching feelings behind that is people who want to be you. That's it. But you don't really have a lot of options. And the big thing with me is I don't want to end up with somebody like I feel like I'm babysitting. That you guys know I always bring that up. That's huge with me. I don't want to be babysitting no goddamn body, man. A lot of these suitors that I'm telling y'all about, it's like I see a lot of them fail with me simply because I'm like,